follow your dream. And Moses said unto God, Who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? And he said, Certainly I will be with thee. Exodus 3 verses 11 to 12. Have you ever had a Holy Spirit-inspired dream, a dream of doing something really great for Jesus? A dream of being so prosperous, for instance, that you can finance a nationwide revival? A dream of leading thousands of people to the Lord? At one time or another, you probably have, but perhaps you backed away from it. You thought, oh my, I couldn't do that. Satan's kept me defeated for so long, I have a poor self-image. If so, I have some good news for you. If you'll believe God, even a poor self-image won't keep you from success. Look in the book of Exodus and you'll see a man who proved that. His name was Moses. Moses didn't have a very good self-image. He'd made a terrible mistake early in his career. It was a mistake that drove him into the wilderness and kept him there for 40 years herding someone else's sheep. He'd once dreamed of being a deliverer of God's people, but no more. As far as he was concerned, he was finished, a failure, a flop. But God didn't think so. In fact, when God came to Moses in that wilderness, he didn't ask for Moses' credentials. He didn't mention his shady history. He just told him to go see Pharaoh and tell him to let God's people go. Moses, however, was still wrestling with his poor self-image. Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh? He stammered. You know what God said in response? He just said, Certainly, I will be with thee. You see, it didn't matter who Moses was. What mattered was that the living God was with him. The same thing is true for you today. You don't need a history of successes behind you to answer God's call. You don't need a string of spiritual credentials. All you need is the presence of the Lord. Think about that when the devil tells you you're a failure, when he says you'll never be able to do what God has put in your heart to do. Put him in his place. Tell him it doesn't matter who you are because the living God is with you. Then dare to follow your dream.